Oh, that view, guys. That view is amazing. I like it. Very cool. So yes, welcome everyone. This is Etho. We are playing Feed the Beast today. I have solved a very big problem of mine with my build. So I've talked about this before. There was an issue with this whole minecart jumping back and forth between islands thing, which is like a main feature of this whole island thing I'm doing is the whole I keep saying whole. Uh the minecarts jumping back and forth I think is going to look really cool, but there's a fundamental flaw with it. If we disconnect, we can see it. Oop. That's not the right one. Join back in. World unloaded and now it reloaded and the minecart just woo swan dives into the ground. So that's a problem because the minecarts are supposed to jump back and forth between the islands automatically, and anytime I'm moving around, it's possible I'm going to unload the chunk and it's going to fall down, and that's what's been happening. These carts keep falling down here, and I either gotta manually pick them up and put them back, which if we have 10 to 20 different minecarts jumping back and forth, it's gonna happen a lot, like all the time. So how do we solve that problem? Well, one option is we just don't do the idea. We don't have minecarts jump back and forth. We use pipes or tesseracts or something not as cool. That's one option. Another option is we could use chunk loaders and have my area here all loaded all the time, and then I don't have to worry. But that is kind of the easy way out of it. As you know, I don't really like using chunk loaders if I can help it, because they put stress on the server, and with this island build, I don't know exactly how much area it's going to cover. Like, we might expand quite a ways out, and if I have to load all of that, it's going to be really, really crazy. So I did come up with an idea though, guys, and I think it's going to work. Basically, what we got to do is these wireless transmitters and receivers, we can use these to detect if the area is loaded. We can detect unloaded chunks with these using a trick I thought of here. Basically, we have to like triangulate a signal almost. That's not really what it is, but that's what we're sort of doing here. So if we have a timer, the transmitter, we'll give this a number, 100. That'll send a redstone signal to a receiver that has that number. Let's put another one over here, and we'll just put it here. This is just for temporary setup to show you guys what I want to do. And another transmitter, give that receiver the 100 number. We give this transmitter a new number, like 110. And then we set up one more of these things. Basically, what we're doing is we're setting up a perimeter of area. We want to check if it's loaded. And if it's loaded, then we know it's safe for the minecart to jump between islands, because a big area around that is loaded and there's no problem of it unloading unless I disconnect. I didn't think of that. If I'm moving around, it won't be a problem. If I disconnect though, I just thought of that. Well, we'll think about that. Anyway, we give this 110, so it matches that one we just put there, and then we can give this one another number. Let's give this one 20. And we're doing like a connect the dots thing, so it's got to send a signal from there to there, and then there to there. So everything in between that rectangle we just created needs to be loaded for the signals to go from there to there to there, right? If if the redstone is unloaded, it won't send a signal to that one. And then finally, from that one, we can, like for our track here, we're going to set up a boarding track before the launcher. That's going to be unpowered. And we're going to make sure it's safe to launch the minecart before we actually do, using a receiver. So if we let's just set it up real quick here. If we give this one that last number we did, 120, or any launcher track we want to use, we just put a receiver with 120 on it, and it will check if it's safe or not. So now that lights up. And since that area is loaded, it will go. So that's the idea. I think it's going to work okay. I did not think of if I just log out, but maybe I'll come up with something else for that, I'm sure. I don't know. Oh well. It's better than nothing. I'll put it that way. I suppose what I need to do is I either have to make a point of leaving this area before I disconnect, or I have some kind of shutdown switch that tells my launchers not to launch carts for like a minute or something, and that'll give me an opportunity to disconnect when none are in the air. So I went through and I made these a little nicer. You can see it. They're being shared now, and I have them on that side too. And I did some experimenting, and the first setup didn't really work. There's one thing we got to really consider with it. Like, there's a certain amount of time the cart is in midair there, like probably 10 seconds or so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, less than 10 seconds. But in that time, if I'm moving away, if I travel, like 50 blocks or something in the time it's in midair, then we have a problem. So if the point is too close to it, it's not going to work. And I found even over there, I was having the cart fall a few times, so I moved it a bit further away to test it out, and I got it down there, and it seems to work fine now every time. We could probably move it a bit closer. But what I've been doing is just going over this way until the island unloads, and then I'm coming back to see if the cart is still up or still running, or if it has fallen because it got unloaded in midair. And to clarify, if any of those points gets unloaded, then the signal doesn't make it to the launcher track. It gets interrupted at some point because one of the chunks that the transmitter's in is unloaded. Now if we move back, give it a chance to load, and it's still going, so that's good. I've done that like 10 times now, and so far I haven't had any problems since I've moved it. And I set this up over here just to see where the limit is. And this is kind of interesting. Like if I'm over here, I'm within range of that farthest one at the volcano, and this keeps going. If I go over here though, that gets unloaded, and this isn't sending a signal anymore. So, in a way, you can use this as a proximity sensor too, if you really wanted. It's kind of cool. And stops. Stops. Stop! Maybe I'm too close still. Huh. Oh, there we go. Takes a while to unload sometimes. I don't know what it's doing. It's like you can't decide if it wants to go or not. And there we go. Anyway, I saw a generic bee came by and he left me a gift, so let's go check that out. He says, to my fellow beekeeper, thanks for the sunshine. Because of my rain machine. He asked me if I wanted a B type. If I wanted a B type, what type would I want? And I said one that makes titanium, because that's kind of hard to get otherwise. And so I think one of these, I think impregnable, is titanium, but he gave us 2 other B types too. So I'm not set up to use those at the moment. We need to work on the lab and get it going. What I want to do, let's go down here, see if we can find my, oh, that's not good. Let's see if we can find the chests I made. I made like 50 golden chests for the lab. I put them down here somewhere. Pretty sure. Golden chests. Oh, there they are. 45. I counted it out, and there is 47 branches of bee species in the extra bees thing. That's not counting the new ones we got from Thaumcraft, though. I don't know how many new ones we got with that. We'll consider those as an afterthought, though. And I counted it out, and in total there's 155 bee species in extra bees, not counting the Thaumcraft ones. So I think the way we're going to do this, we're going to have like, because I want to make a library for these guys. I consider this kind of like a fun collector thing. Like I've likened it to Pokemon. Like, it's fun getting a new bee species and then, you know, having proof of that. We don't have our Pokedex, basically, is what I'm saying. So we got to set up a library collection area for our bees, so that when we get a new species, we can feel proud and come down here and put it in into storage. So I think we'll do it like this. I'm using golden chests because I like them a little more than these ones. These ones are good, but you have to flip pages to get to the rest of the storage. So I kind of like golden chests. And I find diamond chests, they have just too many spots, so I don't want that either. And what we'll do, we'll have 8 different species per chest, and we'll have like signs on each side, like one there, and you got 4 rows on a sign, and we'll write out the bee species names, 4 per side. The other 4 will be over here, and we'll do columns of these things basically. And if I think we would need, let's see, if there's 155 plus the Thaumcraft ones, we'll need quite a bit of space actually. So we're only putting 8 per. Well, I'm just gonna figure this out. 1 sec. Yeah, that would be 20 chests. What we have now, 20 times 8 is 160. So that would be just enough to hold the extra bees ones, not the Thaumcraft ones. So we could put more here too for the Thaumcraft ones. We'll keep those separate because I don't know what the deal is with them. And we'll do it alphabetically, I think, is the best way. So I'm going to work on that, and I'll try write out all the bee species. I got to type like 155 names for them, so it's going to take me a while here. And I'll be right back. 155 names, guys. There they are. That took a while. That took a little while. And I didn't have a list of them like in alphabetical order. I had to do that myself too. That was the toughest part. And there they are. So our beedex is ready to go here. When we get a new bee species, we'll go and have a proper place to put it. There's a lot of them. Oh man, I don't even know how long it would take you to get them all. Probably like 100 hours or something crazy. I don't know. And of course I missed one. Glittering. It's not here. So a small imperfection with my naming thing. I caught it like when I was almost done, that I missed it. I saw it in my list and it's like, I don't ever remember writing that. And then it's like, ah, can't, because I can't just like insert it somewhere. I'd have to change every single sign. So we'll just put it at the end there. And that adds up to 155 like I originally counted. So I think I got the rest of them right, I hope. These gold chests, they got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 9. So they're 9 by 9, I guess. If we have 8 species per chest, I guess we'll have a row for each one. The bottom one we can have free for like those serums or whatever we want to put in the chest. Let's go look at my stash here, my bee stash. Where did I leave it? They must. Oh yeah, I think they're here. Yeah, and I think most of these guys have retired. So the idea is like you can take the bees and put them in their proper place. I don't ever remember getting tolerant drones, actually. Don't know where. I must have. I just forgot or something. But yeah, anyway, you get your bees and find their place. So hardy bees, since it's all alphabetical, it should be really easy to find stuff. There they are at the top. For each species, I want, I think, 2 princesses and drones for each of them. One is like a guaranteed backup, and another one is like one I can take out and get resources from if I ever choose to. Primeval? I don't know what it is. They would be right there, third one. Diligent. Even with it alphabeticalized, it's a little challenging to find it. There we go. But it is late here. Maybe I'm not thinking straight. Anyway, so we got that done. That's a big part of what I wanted to do. The other thing I gotta do is get my like squeezers and storage system and all that worked out for this place, because right now I'm just like dropping stuff off in these barrels and they're actually filling up constantly, so I have to keep adding more and more. Oh yeah, let's grab this thing too. This is like our beedex as well. I don't even remember what this thing was called. Bee database or something. Yeah, Apiarist data bank. We should bring that down here too. What does the top of this thing look like? That. Maybe we'll put it in the center of the room, in the floor. Why not? So these are all my discovered species out of the 155, not counting the Thaumcraft ones. Again, I have no idea how many new ones were added with that. Most of the piping is hooked up for this stuff too. I just have to set up the machines for it. Anyway, let's go back up to the islands here. Some people pointed out what I can do with that sorting problem I was having up here with the trains. Like, oh, easy. Like when the train was going over these unloaders, like the charcoal and that was coming out of it and going into that. Apparently, there's an easy way of fixing this. All I have to do... Oh, don't take off. If I put this as like a filter, then only... Well, I don't want that for the unloader. I want these for the unloaders. These carts. If the locomotive goes over this, then it won't unload charcoal into these things because it only accepts these storage carts. And same for over here. We only want our locomotive to get filled up, so we put that there. We only want it filled up for this one as well, and that way they won't go into the storage carts or the tank carts. And I have that set for these ones already, so that's okay. What I kind of want to do today, guys, let's go. I haven't been to Spawn Village in a long time. Let's go take a little tour and see. Maybe go visit somebody. So I'll be right back, and we'll check things out there. This thing is still here. I think Pyro made this, and it's just a huge mess. I might tear that down one day if he doesn't. I don't think he's using it. I think he had a whole, yeah, this thing. I wonder if he still uses this. I'm not sure I've actually been down here. No, I haven't. Oh, I think this was a base he was thinking of doing, and then he just kind of abandoned it. Got a little bit of stuff here. Alright, onward to the spawn village. Okay guys, here we are at the spawn village. I can feel my frame rate dropping already. It's just like we left it. You get these nice little lag spikes every now and then. Still have no idea why. Like even before we had stuff built, it was doing it to me. So I don't know what the deal is with that. Not much has changed for a lot of this stuff. Like this was all here pretty much since the very first day we started on this server. Nobody's taken it down or upgraded it or anything. It's just like it was. Let's see. This is the power station that Nebra's built. I think people still use this pretty regularly. Oh man, frame rate dropped 10 more frames in here. Wow. This place is crazy. There is so much stuff going on here. Not really at this level, but if you go further down, that's where things get really crazy. Tons of power. And pretty much all of this, as far as I can tell, is for like a matter fabricator or whatever. What is this thing? He must have moved it. Wow. This was his system for getting like copper and that from lava. Because if you take a lava source or lava still and you centrifuge it, oh, right click, you get copper, you get tin, you get electrum and tungsten. So he had like tons of those going. That's what these are all for. This was a big lava tank. It looks like this is all shut down now though. This is mostly all Nebras's stuff. He had nuclear power in there. I don't think he ever filled these tanks. These are tanks, right? Or what's the deal with these? No, they're not. I don't know what he ever planned with these. I don't think he did anything with them. Now Nebras lives by me, and it scares me to death because I'm worried he's going to do something similarly crazy and laggy near me. But so far, it's been pretty good. I think Packrat has a storage place. Oh! Ooh, I never saw this. That is awesome. What is this? Old slow car. I gotta get into the turtle stuff and the computer craft. Cash, 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 cash. Grand opening. Oh, this just opened? Is this what Guude has been working on? Is this Wilson's bits? Roadhog by BTC. Oh, this is BTC's place. Trade in your old cart for cash today. Street Racer. Let's see what he has to say. Street Racer. Custom color paint, speed and steering, leather seat, high performance engine. Drive away today for the low price of 12 diamonds. Will not work on roads, requires track. Track not included. Uh-huh. So he's selling these steep cart things. This is his pig cart. I saw this at Beef's before. Roadhog. Uh, authentic oink sounds, high performance engine, speed and control, hog body design. Ooh, this is pretty cool. You did a good job on the shop. What is this? Oh, this is like an attachment to the cart. That looked weird. Very cool. This is Wilson's Bits. I think Guude is still working on that. I have no idea what the deal is. Is this a box that you can't go inside? This has been here for a long time too, and I don't know. I think the plan got abandoned for that. These are like little shops people can build uh, just for the fun of it and to sell stuff maybe. This is Badge's Rubber Goods. Oh man, my frame rate is dying. I think we got to get out of here. Yeah, even recycling fraps didn't fix it, so we're down to 13 right now. This is the B teams with their boss Eradication Services. Totally a ripoff of Anderzel's awesome Thor's hammer. I think he has a. I think he built this too. I'm Police Chief Gordon. If you ever need help with a badly, I will signal the Bat Viking beacon. Can you go inside the hammer? I don't think you can. No. That looks really cool. The detail, that's what does it. And I don't think there's much else here. Yeah, these are all empty. I think I need to make a shop around here sometime soon. This looks like Jenny B's RV. Oh, that is awesome with these. It looks like a real tire. That is really cool. Can't go inside though. Unless you have to jump. Oh, you have to jump to get in. Cool. This building, this is Pack Rats. At least I'm pretty sure it's Pack Rats, and this thing is kind of crazy. I don't know if he has it fully set up or not, but yeah, I think he's planning to store every single item in the game and sort it using managers. I don't know how it works. Anyway, guys, just a quick little tour. That goes to the Nether Hub. And that's how I'm going to get home, I think. Probably the quickest way. I flew here, but I should have just taken the Nether portal. And Zisto made this. This is my track here. There is no track. All I have to do is step here. And hopefully there's no minecart on the track or I'm gonna die. There's probably one here. Oh no, it's gone. Alright. Okay guys, that's all for today. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys again next time.